Some phones, like this 2009 Emerson EM-2516 corded slimline phone with caller ID, allow you to store your local area code and a few other area codes in your area. Now, why is this? This is because of what are called split area codes and overlay area codes. For example, in the San Francisco Bay Area, which is where popcorn is, which I showed a few videos ago, the parent area code, the main area code, is 415. 415 started to run out of valid numbers because you can't use up every single combination of numbers you could possibly have, because the first digit of a 7-digit number must not be a 0 or 1. So split area codes are when the parent area code is split to create a new area code. And in doing this, some numbers in the old area code, say 415, are changed to the new area code. So let's say your number was 415-555-0123. But then your area code had to be changed to make room for more 415 numbers. And your area code changed to 650. So now your number would be 650-555-0123. When someone would call your number in the original parent area code, they would get a message like, "The area code for the number you have dialed has been changed to 650. Please redial with the new code 650. And this message would play once the permissive dialing period ends. This is the period in which you can dial with the old or new area codes. And then eventually, the old area code is just out of service if you try to dial that number in that area code. An overlay area code, on the other hand, is an area code where new numbers are assigned without changing existing ones. For example, 628 was added to the San Francisco Bay Area in 2015, and the change was announced in 2014. This is around when many providers started mandating 10-digit dialing, so area code plus number. With an overlay area code, your numbers don't change, but any new numbers might instead get assigned to this overlay area code, in this case 628. The reason phones like this let you store multiple area codes is to do with how numbers are displayed in the call log. When you store your area code, phones will only show the 7-digit phone number from calls in your local area code. So now I'm going to store 415 as the area code into this phone. I have to unplug the line. They recommend you do this on any phone of this type so that you don't actually go off hook and accidentally make a call while you're programming stuff. So now we're going to press and hold the dial button to go to the menu. And then we're going to select local area code and press dial to select it. For this example, we're going to enter 415. Press dial again to save it. So now, if a call comes in from the 415 area code, it'll only appear as a 7-digit number. When you store your additional area codes, on this phone those are called regional area codes, the trunk prefix, as the leading one is called, will not be added to those numbers, because in most cases, even though you're dialing to a different area code from yours, it's still considered a local call because in many cases it's the same geographical area. You can change the format of a number if necessary. On this phone, that's by pressing the dial button. So now we're going to store the additional area codes, 650, and then 628. So to advance to the next one, we have to press dial. Then we can enter our second code, 628. This phone can store up to 6 area codes, although I don't know of any area that has more than 2 area codes. So now with those area codes stored, let's clear this call log so that this demo is easier. That's by pressing and holding delete and then pressing it again once the prompt comes up. Oh no, you have to be in the list to do that. Now we're going to plug the phone back in and use my caller ID simulation IVR to simulate a call coming in from a 415 number, a 650 number, and then a 628 number, and we can see how those entries appear in the call log, and we'll also simulate a call from a number not in those area codes. Now let's take a look at how these entries appear. This first one came from area code 201, and as you can see, it has a 1 in front of the area code. This is what we often call the leading 1, and is also known as the trunk prefix. On some services, you have to dial a 1 before you can dial a long-distance call. So this number would be considered long distance if I'm dialing from my local area. If I'm in area code 201, if my number is from area code 201, then it's a local call. This number comes from one of my regional area codes, so it appears as the 10-digit number but without the leading 1. Same with this number. This number appears only as a 7-digit number, because that number was from my area code. You can see this by pressing dial to add the 1 and or area code back in. If I now take the area codes out, all numbers appear as 10 digits without a leading 1. And this is how most phones display calls. So you can see they all appear without a leading 1. On AT&T, VTech, and some Unidens, and on some other brands, you can store your area code into the phone, and then any call from those numbers will not appear with 7 digits. So this call is not from my area code, this is not, and this is not. So those appear as full 10-digit numbers, but this phone does not add a leading 1 to them. This number came from my area code, so it does not have the area code on it. I can always add it back by pressing 1 to toggle the 1 on and off, or pound to go between 1 plus number, area code plus number, 1 plus area code plus number, or just number. Now notice that when I went into the setting, it said only for 7-digit dial from CID, and then when I saved it, it said area code will not show in CID. This is very important, because like I said, as of the introduction of the 628 area code here in California, and I guess earlier for other places, I think this did happen earlier because I know there are some intercept messages relating to that, you have to either edit the number to include the area code, and in some cases 1 plus area code, or do not use this home area code feature at all. AT&T and VTech even say in the manuals, if in the future your provider requires you dial it with the area code, full 10-digit number, just go to the setting and then delete it, make sure it's all empty, and then as you can see, all of the numbers appear with area codes. Panasonic does things differently. On US models, there's a feature called Caller ID Number Auto Edit. That is the feature called Caller ID Edit in the menu. With this feature, you can edit the number like you can on most phones, but then when you call that number back, so let's say I want to make this call to this 415 number, I can edit it so it only has the 7 digits. Now that I called back that number with the edited pattern, when I go back into the caller list, you'll see that this number has no area code, but these numbers do have area code. Oh, wait a minute. That one just took out that one did it for 201. That's not what we wanted, but you get the idea. So this one has the 1 plus area code. That's passed on its default format. But now this one does not have the area code. This feature goes a step further because you can also make it so it does not have the 1. So basically, you can use this like that area code feature on the Emerson phone. For your area code, you can edit it to have just the number. For numbers in your other area codes, edit it to just have 1 plus area code plus number. And for others, it's in your other area codes, no 1, then area code plus number, and then for anything else, 1 plus area code plus number, and that is the default format when this feature is on. And if you turn it off, all previously edited area codes are removed. But the 1 is still added. So you cannot set it to omit the leading 1. This feature allows you to edit your area codes easier because you don't have to keep storing and changing area codes. For example, if you move to another area, you can just turn the feature off and then back on, and then simply edit the numbers you want to edit. So let's say my number changed so that my area code is 650. Now, only the 650 number gets the area code removed. But the other numbers in 628 and 415 have the area codes. You can also do this for more than one area code, but I don't know why you would want more than one area code edited to remove the area code, because only one of your area codes is ever going to allow you to dial just the 7-digit number, your area code that your phone is connected to. And this is why there are various options for formatting phone numbers, and why some phones allow you to store more than just your area code.